Alright guys, so I wanted to do a video today, but I forgot to vlog yesterday, as usual, because I always forget. So I asked people on Instagram to ask us some questions, and I just thought I'd answer the questions on here, because it's loads easier and I can answer loads more questions. So I'll try and keep it short and sweet. How is everyone? I'm struggling a bit the past couple of days. I've been a bit bored. But yeah, here we go. When this is all over, can I drag you up? What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't really know what that means, but no, because I don't know what it means. Can you tour at some point after lockdown, please? Smashing with these new songs. I'd love to do a tour again, but I had quite a lot of stuff planned to do after, well, not even after lockdown. I was supposed to be away till like Christmas, and then I was going to do another show. Yeah, I'd love to tour again. I love music. I love writing music, and if people want to see me tour, then I will tour. Do you know what I mean? I'm not stupid. I know that I'm not going to be selling out Madison Square Gardens and that. But if people want me to do a little acoustic tour, I'd love to do that. Favourite TV series? Money Heist. Wow. Tokyo. Oh. And it was just so sick. Like, honestly, I reckon it's the best series I've ever watched. And that's a massive statement. But honestly, it was. How did you break your neck? So I broke my neck in November. I broke C6 and C7. I had 20, I don't know if you can see the scar. There we go. I had 27 stitches in my head. And yeah, it wasn't pleasant. I fell into a swimming pool in Bali. And yeah, it wasn't nice at all, to be honest. But I'm all right, and it could have been much worse. So that's all there is to it, really. It could have been a lot worse. And a lot of people are as lucky as I am. I kind of didn't hurt myself as much as I could have. So yeah, I'm quite thankful that I'm all right. Not a question, but you're very funny and your videos cheer me up. Thanks. Favourite football team? United. I'm a Red. United through and through. This person said they're Liverpool, so I'm actually going to go unfollow you in a minute. I'm not really. I'm a massive United fan. My dad was a big United fan. I don't get to many games. I went to a few when I lived in Manchester, but now I live in Essex. I don't get to any. What does your feet smell of? Huh? What? Quite clean. Grass. Smell of grass, because I've just been outside walking on the grass in bare feet. My feet aren't actually that smelly, but because I don't really wear anything around the house, no socks and that, so they're not that bad. Weird though, weird question, each your own. Where did you meet Soph? I met Soph in Ibiza 2 years ago now. Tried it on with me, wouldn't leave me alone. And then, yeah, there we are. Where'd you get your teeth done? Any recommendations? I got my teeth done in Manchester, a place called Kiss Dental. They were honestly amazing. I couldn't recommend them enough. I love my teeth, a lot of people. But I'd just say, if you are gonna get your teeth done, don't expect everyone to like them. Because a lot of people go, your teeth look fake, they're too white, they look big. Do you know what I mean? Like, but for me now, looking at my teeth and then looking back at what my teeth were, even though my teeth weren't that bad, don't get me wrong, I love my new teeth. But if you do get your teeth done, don't expect everyone to like them, that's what I'll say. So Altrincham Kiss Dental, brilliant. I love your stories, they make my day in lockdown. Thank you very much, Tammy. How much money did you raise for the NHS? I'm still actually waiting to hear on this. I'm hoping to know by the end of this week how much I raised, but I'm hoping it'll be between like £2,000 and £3,000. That I can donate to the NHS. That'd be brilliant to be able to do that. How do you cope with anxiety in lockdown? So for me, I've not been too bad, thankfully. I've had a few bad days. Yesterday was probably my worst day that I've had, or Sunday. I didn't get out of bed. You just got to realise that everyone's kind of in the same boat with being in lockdown, not being at work, but there is actually a lot of people much worse off than yourself. I'm lucky enough to have a bit of a garden, and I'm with Sophie and Fred, but there's people stuck with people that they don't necessarily want to be stuck with. There's people without gardens, there's people in built up areas you can't go for a nice walk. So I try and just think, when I feel a bit down, I try and just think, at least I've got what I've got. So I try and look at it that way, because unfortunately not everyone is lucky enough to kind of be able to get out of the house and even go for a walk. So I also use exercise a lot to deal with anxiety. Like I said before in the previous video, my anxiety came about after my dad and my brother passed away, and for me, I get worried about stupid shit that I shouldn't even worry about, but I do. At the minute, my main worry is like work and stuff, but I'm pretty positive as well. So I hope that after all this is over, I can just go back to work and everything will be all right. Try and find the positive in negatives. That's a good way to get over anxiety. Try and think of the positives, even in negative situations. Love everything you post on your story. I always put a smile on my face. Thank you. Make your own dance on TikTok to your song. Sam, if I could dance, mate, I'd have done it. I'd have made a dance, but I can't. I can copy, I can do a little bit, I can shuffle around, I can do that thing, or whatever it's called, but I can't do a dance to my song. It'll be embarrassing. Well, thanks. and go download my song, guys. How do you stay motivated? Because I'm finding it hard. Plus your new song is fire. Holly, thank you very much. To be honest, the past couple of days I haven't been motivated at all. I haven't been to the gym, I haven't been for a run. I went for a little walk today and I got attacked by loads of cows, so I came home. But I'd say, like, don't think you need to stay motivated. Like, if you have a bad day, then don't beat yourself up about it. Just the next day, try and be a little bit more motivated and try and get a little bit more done. It's shit what we're in at the minute. And to be honest, I don't really feel like getting up and doing 2 hours of workouts. I don't. I'd rather watch TV. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really tired. So yeah, I don't think you should be beating yourself up if you are feeling less motivated. Don't beat yourself up about it. I try and do a little bit. For me, mentally, it helps me to do exercise. So I try and stay motivated to do that, to try and keep my mind active and feeling good. But don't beat yourself up if you're not working out. Where do you get your motivation from when writing songs? Everything, really. I take kind of past experiences, friends' experiences, all kinds of stuff. Sometimes I just make up words. I think that's what a song is. You just make up words that fit and you think sound pretty. A lot of the time I've wrote songs about my family and my love life and my friends' love life and all kinds of stuff. What was your best moment on I'm a Celeb and Dancing on Ice? Dancing on Ice, doing the bolero was incredible, especially in front of Jane and Chris, you know what I mean? Torval and Dean. Get to do that's like sprinting in front of Usain Bolt. And I'm a Celeb, I just enjoyed everything on that. I kind of enjoyed facing my fears. I'm terrified of spiders, so I had some spiders sat on my head. That was quite cool. What's your advice on hair transplant? Is the aftercare difficult? So I had my hair transplant a couple of months ago. As you can see, there's little hairs coming through the front now, not everywhere, but hopefully they will. This is my second hair transplant. The aftercare, it's not, but it's obviously important. You've got to sleep with a flight pillow. You've got to make sure you don't bang your head. For a couple of weeks, it's a bit tough, but at the end of the day, if you want your hair transplant to work, you've got to follow the rules. So yeah, I got mine done in Maidstone, and honestly, it was the best thing I've ever done. Someone said in another question, why did you get a hair transplant? So I've always had like quite a bit of a back hairline, and mine would probably be like right back here now if I didn't have this hair implanted. So at the front, like that and that is probably hair transplant. The fringe, that's probably normal hair. But yeah, I'm so happy with how it turned out, and the aftercares and that's a bit shit. You can't do much, you can't go gym for a couple of weeks, but it's like anything, innit? When are you, Sophie, getting married? I'm not in a rush, and neither is she. At the minute, we're very happy, but obviously it's the next step. I keep yawning, man. Obviously it's the next step in a relationship, but I don't feel like you should put any pressure on yourself to get married or just think that you need to. I feel like we don't have to follow a map. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're all heading in the same direction, but you don't have to take the same course. You don't have to take the same route. So don't feel like there's certain things you have to do because other people are doing them. We will get married eventually, but right now we're not in a huge rush. Neither of us are. We're both happy. Love to pieces. What do you do to keep yourself busy at the moment to make time go quicker? For one, I don't think we should be wishing our lives away just because we're in quarantine. There's still things you can do and still things you can enjoy. Being with your family, learn a new skill. I feel like for me, there's not enough time in the day. Like, I can't believe what time is it now? 3:30. Honestly, I don't feel like I've been up an hour and it's already 3:30. And by the time I look at my clock the next time, it'll be 7 o'clock. Time to put Freddie to bed and then we'll watch a film and go to sleep. So it's freaking me out how fast the time's going at the minute. Your girlfriend looks like Molly May. Actually, one of my mates said this when Molly May came into Love Island. He was like, oh my God, she's a ringer for Soph. I personally don't see it. Certain pictures and that, I've seen kind of a look, but I don't see it. But Molly May's a really pretty girl and Soph's beautiful, so yeah. Would you ever go on X Factor? I've done it about 27 times. Would you go back on X Factor? That's what someone's just said. Would you go back on X Factor? I don't think it'd be possible for me to do it a third time. Obviously, first time I only made judges' houses. Second time I got to the live shows, but I was like out in week 4 or something. So I don't think I could go back on. I would love to, because I would love to prove people wrong that still think that I can't sing without sounding like big-headed. And it's not like, if you went to a bricklayer, you're shit at laying bricks. They'd be like, well, I'm not, because I get paid to do it, and I built this house and that house. And like, I've been in musicals and pantos and I've done tours and I've released music. So when people say my voice is shit, that's just their opinion. And people are always going to have opinions on people. I've heard people say that Sam Smith can't sing. I've heard people say that Ed Sheeran's got a shit voice. That's just their preference and their opinion. So that doesn't bother me, but I would like to kind of prove people wrong if there was another singing competition or something. But I've kind of proved to myself that I can sing. I did a year musical where I had to sing, and it wasn't an easy sing. There was a lot of songs really out of my comfort zone, and that to me is the best thing. I proved to myself that I could do it. So I kind of started just chatting shit then, didn't I? Didn't really know where that came from. Got a bit deep, guys. It got a bit deep. Both of my neighbours have tried it on with me, and they're both in relationships. Should I feel bad? No, you didn't try it on with them. You got nothing to feel bad about. They should feel bad. So both your neighbours, either side, both of these geezers tried it on with you, and they're both married. Where do you live? These guys need to have a serious word with themselves. But no, you shouldn't feel bad about it. If you wanted to tell their wives, could get messy. I'm not going to tell you to do that, but don't beat yourself up about it. If anything, just be like, do you know what I mean? Like, you've got it. You've got a bit. Those neighbours, they're over that fence. Seriously, I'd maybe say shut your curtains at night, because that's just both of them. To be fair, my neighbour lent me their strimmer today. They didn't try it on with me, they just lent me the strimmer, which was really nice of them. Socially distanced, of course. I knocked on the door and said, "Can I borrow your strimmer?" And he went, "Yeah, I'll leave it on the drive." I was like, "Sound, mate." And he was like, and I was like, "I'll leave it in garden." And he was like, "Should I stay in my relationship just to make my boyfriend happy, even though I'm not happy?" This is a tough one. I feel like a lot of people in relationships coast and they're not necessarily happy themselves. And the reason they do that is because they don't want to hurt the other person. They don't want to hurt friends and family. But sometimes I think that you have to kind of think of your own happiness. And if you're not happy, then you need to do something about it. But I feel like a lot of people expect them to be happy when you're in a relationship. They expect another person to make them happy when it's not. The only way you can be happy in yourself is to make yourself happy. I said happy a lot of times then, but I think I got my point across. Basically, being in a relationship is the last thing that should be on your mind if you're not happy, because you need to make yourself happy first before you move into a relationship, and then you grow together. But if you're only staying with your boyfriend to make him happy and you're not happy, then first of all, I'd say maybe talk to him about it and what he can do to help, and also what you can do to try and make yourself happy, because you shouldn't be putting it down to him. Do you want to do more reality TV? I've touched on this before, 100%. I'd love to do SASU Dares Wins. I'd love to do Strictly Come Dancing. Anything that where I learn a new skill, I'd love to do. But yeah, I don't know. Someone under there, what's your plans for the future? My plans for the future is just to stay happy and healthy. I don't put too much pressure on myself. I'm very lucky where I am now, like in life. I never expected to do some of the things that I've done. I always thought I'd just be in Scunny, working, and yeah, I've done some amazing stuff, so I don't put too much pressure on it. What will be will be. I like to think if you stayed nice, down to earth and normal, that good things happen to good people. So I'm sure my dad will send me some opportunities. Do you want kids of your own? You're brilliant with Freddie. Do I want kids of my own? Yes, definitely. There's nothing else I really want more, to be honest. Sophie's an amazing mum with Fred, and I really get along with Fred myself. And I will never look at him any different. He'll always be like treated like he was my own anyway, because he's such a legend. But I would love a little girl or a little boy, and to be able to teach him how to play football, or I don't know, just do little things. And like I say, we've got Freddie to do that as well, but I think it'd be nice to have another baby in the family. Makes me quite happy thinking about it. I think I'd be quite a good dad. My dad was a great dad, so I think I'd be a good dad. I hope I would. Someone said, "I struggle with confidence. What do you do to feel better?" I've always been quite confident. I've always kind of looked at it as that you can't please everyone. Not everyone will like you. Not everyone will like what you do. Not everyone will think you're funny. Not everyone will think you can sing. You can't please everyone. So once you've got that in your head, it doesn't really matter. You can be yourself. And I think it's really important to be yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wear wigs and dress up like a toilet roll. I think it's funny. But Dave at the bottom of the street, they're into Dave at the bottom of the street. Dave at the bottom of the street, he might think I'm a right cringehead, but Janine, who lives 3 houses down, thinks that's fucking hilarious. So yeah, you can't please everyone. So confidence is about bringing it out, and everyone's confident in different ways. I've always liked to be the centre of attention. Don't know if you can tell, but you can be confident in many things, and you shouldn't be scared to be confident in something that you enjoy doing. How do I stop jerking off to pictures of you? I'd maybe say get Wi-Fi. That's mad. Who would say? That is mad. Loads of people. A mini Jake on the cards soon. Are you and Sophie planning on children? Best series to watch. Will you and Soph have kids? Are you going to propose to Soph? Thank you for cheering us all up. What's your favourite tattoo you have? I've got Oliver writ on my shoulder. I love that from my little brother. I dare you to go shopping in your toilet roll outfit. See, they like it. What's my height? I'm 6'2", 14 stone. Of pure granite. Relationship struggles through quarantine, distant. Yeah, I know a lot of people that are away from their partners, and it must be tough. If I went with Soph for 8 weeks now, that'd be really tough. But you've just got to know it's not going to last forever, and there will become a point when you can see them and think how happy you're going to be when you see them. And it's not like one of you's stuck in the house and the other one's out travelling or going out with the lads all the time. You're both in the same situation. You're both stuck in. So I'd just say communication is key. Talk to each other, FaceTime or Skype or whatever you want to do, and just kind of talk and reassure each other that it'll be all right. Favourite place to go on holiday? I loved going to Bali, even though I broke my neck. What's the best thing and the worst thing about yourself? I'd say the best thing was probably positivity and generous and thoughtful. My worst bit is I'm so shit at taking any kind of criticism. I know that I am. Yeah, I just can't take criticism. And I'm argumentative. If I don't agree with something, I'll argue until my mum would say, you argue till you're blue in the face. And I do that a lot. What's your 3-course meal of choice? Starter, calamari. Main course, special fried rice with a pot of curry sauce, some salt and pepper chicken and some prawn crackers. And for pudding, just chocolate fudge cake with loads of cream on. Come at me. So if I ever run the Green Mile, that's what I'm having. Is I'm a Celebrity genuine? Ooh. It is. It's very genuine, actually. It's a lot more genuine than I thought it was going to be when I went in there. You don't get food on the sly. You don't get told to do stuff. You don't get told to put stuff on. So it's literally pretty much a camera on you following you around for 3 weeks. And the only time you see anyone else is when you do a trial and you see cameramen. But even they don't talk to you. So for me, it was very genuine. Not a question, but you are an amazing guy, especially to Emma's little boy. Who's Emma? Who's Emma? Sophie. Sophie's little boy. Don't tell them about Emma. Where'd you get all your energy from? Red Bull. Sugar. Loads of sugar. Do you model? And if so, who for? I used to model. I used to be under Select Model Management in London, and then I kind of realised how much I hated modelling because it's just false and you have to pretend you're perfect. And even though a lot of people think that all I do is pose, like I don't really like doing that. I got told I needed to lose weight, so I didn't really want to do that. But I don't mind doing like little bits and bobs. I work for MOT models at the minute. Just want to say you're a very strong and admiring person. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. What will you do after lockdown? First thing, I will drive to see my mum, go see my pals, probably go to the pub, probably go out and have food with the lads and see my mum and family. And I don't know. I think we take a lot of stuff for granted. Go to a restaurant and eat some food. Or I miss going out. What's your dream job? Dream job was a footballer, then it was a singer, and now it's whatever pays the bills. What do you do for a full-time job? Are you on furlough? So I own my own business. So my company is how I pay myself, so I can't do furlough. And my full-time job is just whatever I get. I'm a little bit bitty and bobby, like I'll do panto at Christmas and did a 6-month tour of a musical. I do shows, I do gigs. Obviously I did the Hollyoaks stuff, I do presenting. So it's a weird one because my work is kind of so up and down, it's quite worrying. Like I said, this year I was supposed to be doing 6 months singing on a cruise ship. That obviously got cancelled. My job is entertainment, and the entertainment business at the minute is kind of in the pan. So I'm not getting any money, but lucky enough I've got a bit saved up. So, and Soph's still working, so we're managing, and it'll all be all right. Like I say, think positive. And what star sign are you? I'm a Virgo. Right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate anyone who watches. It wasn't a vlog today, like I say, I forgot to vlog. So I just thought I'd do a little Q&A. I asked on Instagram to ask me some questions, and a lot of people sent them through. So thank you very much, and follow me on Instagram. Go download my new single as well. If you would do that, it'd be great. Take care.